Yo, Kamp Fest, what the fuck is up?
Kamp Fest Night 1!
Hello.
I'm ditching the stand, dude.
Damn.
This light really exposes the dog hair on my pants.
How we doing, man? Who's from out of town? Raise your hand if you're from out of town. What the fuck, dude?
Dude, this is wild. We were just talking like 3 minutes ago, and we're like, hey, what are we gonna talk about? And he's like, I don't know.
You guys travel all the way here just for this?
Yeah, dude. So, should we let's address the elephant in the room. I know there's a question everyone wants to have answered. Ryan, how was your dinner? What did you have for dinner?
So I just went to Glyban with Jared Watson from the Dirty Heads.
Name dropper, dude.
I know. Who am I, Wes? Yeah, so no, we just went to dinner. It was fucking amazing. I had a lot of fun. Called the owner and was like, please get me in, and he did. So I'm just trying to look cool right now. I don't know.
You look cool, and I'm jealous of your dinner because I've eaten there, and the food is amazing. Anyone been to Glyban, Thai food, Phoenix?
Fuck yeah.
Those two people. All right.
Two.
Let's talk about how life's been for the last 7 months.
Yeah,
It's been a long time since episode 99. And episode 99 was a very introspective episode where we kind of talked about our identity and what the band meant to us and who we would be without it. And we were like, we don't know. And little did we know we would have to find out what that was one day later. So it's been really like a roller coaster, but we couldn't have gone through it without all of you guys. And just having the show and putting it on with you guys has been
Thank you guys for coming.
absolutely amazing.
Yeah, thank you guys for being here, man. So, like Ryan said, Andy was supposed to be episode 100 of the Kamp Podcast, and that was planned for months. Many times he canceled and said, I can't make it at 9 a.m., guys, so.
9 a.m. on a Monday is a hard pill to swallow when you're Andy.
So yeah, man. I mean, should we take it there to that week?
Well, let's not go too deep, but I think that what we can say is just, immediately it was super disorienting for all of us, and we didn't know what was going on, what to do. This has been our entire life, and Andy was at the forefront of that, obviously. And so it took us some time to get together and really, I don't know, it was a while of us just being on our own and trying to figure out how life looked like. And soon, we got back into our studio and we came up with the idea for Kamp Fest. And Stravers brought it up and we were like, I don't know.
Let's just say if it wasn't up for them two, I would not be doing this. So thank them for pushing me to do this.
We could tell by...
Yeah, dude, we were like, you gotta be on the podcast since...
Well, just in general, everything.
Yeah, dude. Oh, in general, yeah.
All right, well, thank you, guys.
That's a wrap.
No, it's been, pretty much we had to decide, 3 months into it, we're going to play a show. We're going to get back out on stage, and we're going to do it. And it's not going to be something we're necessarily going to do forever. It's not like we're going to get a replacement. We're not going to do anything like that, but we need to do something really special for Andy. And at the time that we all had to decide on if we wanted to do it, it was pretty unfathomable to get on stage and perform. And, even standing up here, sitting here right now without Andy is weird.
Also, we usually just do this, me and you in a room with no one watching.
Yeah.
This is what you guys do?
So this is different having you guys here. If we say some shit that's unacceptable, we can't edit this.
Yeah, we can't edit it out, so I've got to be on my best behavior tonight.
Camp's about to get canceled.
Yeah. But, yeah, man, it's crazy we've done 99 episodes. Who here has listened to the Kamp Podcast? That's so sick. That's awesome,
This
man.
has always been a dream. Since we started this, I'd always tell Stravs, I'm like, dude, it would be so much fun to, one day do this in front of people or, have a show, go to a bar even, and just see who would come. Because I always have this thing in my brain where everything that we say that we're going to do, nobody's ever going to show up. And every time I'm wrong, and I'm surprised, and it's, makes me so fucking happy. We're even tonight, even tonight, just being here, I was like, who's actually going to show up for the podcast to listen to us
dude.
ramble for an hour? But you guys are here.
This shit makes us feel really good, guys. I mean, when we lost Andy, we really didn't. This has been our life for 15 years. We get on stage, we play music, we make albums, we go on tour, we travel the country, and we did it with Andy for years. So for all of you that have traveled to come here and celebrate his life with us, I can't even explain to you how much that shit means to us from the bottom of our hearts. And
also to Andy's family who is all here, like they notice it, and it's been incredible talking with them throughout the thing and just seeing them post online about how excited they are for how many people are traveling from across the country. Like my mind was blown too of just seeing the map and all the little dots of where all of you guys are from. So it's pretty incredible. I feel great right now. I don't know, I'm happy.
Yeah, this is rad. I hope too that people can make some new friends this weekend and like talk to some people, man, because one thing I've noticed that has been really special for me since losing Andy is that the way that our fans have gotten together and connected with each other and maybe gotten closer and then shared stories with us about how either Andy or like our music has affected you guys in a positive way, that it makes me see the band from a different perspective than I never did until he died. Like the moment Andy passed, since then, I've been able to see the band through a new lens and see how you're, like you were saying earlier, like sometimes we don't think people are going to show up to the shows. We're like, we always have that thing, like, oh, maybe there's 20 people out there. And then we walk out and there's like thousands.
Even like when we play Red Rocks, I'm like, nobody's going to come that early to see us. And it's
dude.
We're always wrong and we're always surprised by it. And it's like, it's such a beautiful thing. Like you said, it's just, I realize how special of a thing we've all been able to be a part of. And like having you two with me, and like we all have gone through something really hard and like really, I don't know, it's just a life-changing, life-altering thing for all of us, but I couldn't have done it without both of you guys. And like, I don't know, I love these guys so much. I love all of you guys. Like, it's been, I don't know.
Yeah, dude, it's been insane, man. I don't know what I would do without the two of you guys. And I don't know what I'd do without all of you guys too, man. And you know, that's one thing I personally feel really grateful for all of you, because I know that we're not the only people that have lost someone really close to them this year or recently, and not everybody has this like huge, like, you know, pouring in of like DMs and all these messages and all this love from so many people when something like that happens. And I don't take that for granted, and like we really, really appreciate that shit. And I know most of the people in here right now have probably sent me a DM or sent Catastro messages, and like, we fucking love you guys, man. That's so dope that you guys were there for us when this shit went down. Because I don't know if we could get through it without you guys, and that's why Kamp Fest has to happen, and that's why we got to celebrate Andy's life the right way with his music and you guys. And I just fucking love everyone in this room, dude, and I love you all.
This fire's getting a little hot.
The fire is toasting up my toes.
Should we take our toes off?
Oh.
Anybody got a wiener we can put in there?
Yeah. All right, I'm glad we got that covered, you know?
Yeah. So what now? No, man, it's preparing for the show has been like, we decided to start working on it about 2 months ago. We got into the studio and started practice because we want to make sure that like we were comfortable. Even listening to the songs was kind of difficult at first. And it just kind of grew and grew and grew. And the amount of things that had to happen correctly for this to actually come to fruition for us is incredible. I mean, the Dirty Heads had to have not been busy, which is a hard thing to do. We had Iration, who had to have not been busy at the time.
Rome wasn't busy.
We got Rome. We have some amazing other people like We got Colton Avery, who was a songwriter that we worked with and was living in London. And me and Andy used to do Zoom calls with him when he was in London to write, I believe it was Stars. And he helped us come up with a melody for it. So it's like we have all these people, everybody working the show, all of our crew, everybody coming out on stage with us has been there with us since the very beginning. And it's kind of just fun to be back there with all these people again because it's been a long time since we've been shoulder to shoulder with like some of our good friends.
Touring over the years, like it's such a weird thing. It's like a big group of guys that just go from city to city to city to city to city. And it's
There's
like
a lot of tents and a lot of beer, and it gets a lot. It's really fun.
But you become so close with people when you tour with them because you're with them every single day.
Sleeping right next to him in a bed.
Yeah. Dude, I've slept
Full size.
this close to you in the van. We used to steal. Okay, the first tour Catastro ever went on, and whoever listened to the podcast maybe heard this story before, but dude, the first tour we ever did. Christian Bradmeyer, he's probably backstage right now, but he hit us up, was like, hey, do you want to go on this tour? We're like, yeah, sure, how much are we getting paid? He said nothing. And we're like,
sounds amazing.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
We're like,
We'll
we're
take
down.
it.
And so my grandpa and Andy's dad threw down like a couple G's. Like I think we bought a van for $3,000.
Yeah, it was a piece
and it was
of
a piece of shit, but it had a TV in it, dude. It was sick.
I swear to God, there was a day on that tour, and it was snowing outside, and I go out to get gas, and I look under, and something was glowing because it was so red hot under there, and I was like, I don't think I should put gasoline in this thing, but I'm going to because we have to get to the next city, and we made it.
Wait, speaking of gasoline, one time, dude, I gotta tell him. One time, we were driving to Aspen, and he drove 150 miles in the wrong direction.
Does
that sound like a movie that you've seen?
It sounds familiar to me.
It's my favorite movie.
Big gulps, huh?
Yeah, dude.
Also, shout out to Jim Chavez, because I think he bought that first van for us.
Yeah.
He's up there.
Jim Chavez, man. I think that's, obviously when you lose a best friend, it's super, super hard at first to see what kind of amazing and beautiful things can come out of that. But for me, I've seen a lot of stuff come out of that, and one of them has been us becoming closer with the Chavez family and getting to know them more. And just getting closer with Andy's sister, Celine, and her husband, Jeff, and Andy's parents. And I don't know, to me, that's been a really cool thing. It's really weird how when you lose someone really close to you, this kind of door opens up to, if you see that door open up and you take advantage of it, I feel like there's some positivity that comes with it of like getting closer with other people. And I don't know, man. I think that's the bigger purpose of Kamp Fest. Maybe it's like, yeah, we lost Andy, but look at all these people that are here now to celebrate his life. Like this music.
That's crazy. I couldn't see most of you. That's dope.
Yeah, dude. It's dope when you guys light the crowd up because sometimes it's hard to see how many people are here. This is wild.
I can't see a fucking thing.
So like when I think about like what kind of legacy you want to leave behind when you die, I feel like in a lot of ways Andy achieved that because he left behind something that really brought people together and that's some meaningful shit, dude.
It's crazy. Like our friend Charles Taylor, Andy's tattoo artist, has been tattooing for like 14 hours a day the last 2 days on all of you guys that have come through. And it's just nuts to see like all these people care about Andy and the band so much that they want to live with that forever. And I'm the same way. It's like obviously this has been my whole life and like my main focus and my main drive. And for the first time, I'm starting to see like there's so many other people that love this as much as I do, and it's a good feeling.
Yeah, speaking of tats, I saw a face tat.
Yes, someone got a face tat.
Who got the face tat? Are they here?
Show your face.
I don't think they're here. We'll take. They're scared.
Okay,
they're scared to admit it.
I saw a Catastrophe face tat somewhere online.
Yeah, it happened.
Yeah.
I really thought Andy was like months away from a face tattoo. I thought it was going to happen. I thought one day he would show up, and I'd just be like, I knew it.
The universe took him before he could get the face tattoo.
I think he would have done it if he wasn't so afraid of what Jim and Lydia would have said when he came out.
Oh, shit, man.
We got some Facebook questions. Should we go through? Facebook and Instagram.
Should we do some Q&A?
Perusing Facebook, but
You're perusing Facebook.
I'm not perusing Facebook.
Wait, real quick, in the front. Who's from out of Arizona? In the red. Where are you from? Ohio?
Ew.
What about you over there? Orlando?
Ew.
Oh, Colorado. Fuck.
Ew to everybody.
That's Acid Dad. Give it up for Acid Dad, bro.
Yeah.
Where? Who else? Who else from out of town? Where are you from? Colorado.
Colorado, yeah. Dude, I saw some Alaska. Some people were
Alaska? Alaska, dude.
What the fuck?
That's far. I didn't even know that was real. I didn't know Alaska existed.
Wait, we got Jack in the house, dude. There's Jack.
Oh, that's our boy. Why are you out? He's just out there to enjoy it.
We have a chair for you.
All right, maybe we shouldn't do like 20 minutes on just pointing at people in the crowd.
Yeah, let's pop one of those questions out. Let's get that going.
All right, let's go. All right, this is
Wait,
from
can you clarify? Okay, these are from Facebook, right?
Instagram. I'm not a strictly
I
Facebook
know you're a
person.
big Facebook guy, so.
If you find my Facebook, it's a lot of political. No, I'm just joking.
Yeah.
All right, Rachel Edwards said, "What is the best part and the worst part about being in a band?"
The worst part and the best part about being in a band.
Yes.
There's a lot of shit about touring that sucks. But that sounds like I'm complaining about touring.
It's so weird because like while you're on tour, you're like, oh, I want to fucking go home. Like it's cold outside and you haven't slept, but then you play a show and you feel great.
No, not
but then you
touring.
wake
The
up.
sleeping. The sleeping situation.
I know.
sometimes
As
on
you
tour is
wake
bad.
up and then you're like, oh, we have to drive 9 hours on ice until the next city, and then you're fine. So it's like it's this weird thing of it's so much fun, but it's so like grueling. Of you're eating bad, you're sleeping bad.
So
I think touring is my favorite part, though.
I love
honestly.
tour's fun. Tour's amazing.
But driving sucks.
Driving.
Waking up
sucks.
next to you in a full-size bed sucks. Sometimes. Sometimes.
Said no one ever.
Sometimes it's nice.
All right, next question.
No, what's the best part for me is when we're in the studio and we know we just wrote a song that is like people are gonna like. Like I remember when we wrote "The Way I Feel," and we were at our boy Matt Keller's house, who's gonna join us tomorrow for some songs on the keys. But we're at his house in Globe, Arizona, recording, getting secluded. Got a little saucy. It was 1 or 2 in the morning, and we're all just jumping up and down, listening to the song like 30 times in a row, being like, this is the one. This is the song. Like, there's no better feeling than being there with just us, and we're all like worked all day, like writing songs, not worked, but like had fun playing music, all the little pieces that each of us put together, created something, and then we realize it's good. Because sometimes we do that and we realize that sucks. Like, what did we just do for the last 15 hours?
Yo, so I was talking about, can we talk about The Way I Feel real quick? Because this is really dope. I was talking with, so our friend Matt Keller, who is a producer that has helped produce our albums with us, he was in the room when we did The Way I Feel. And he was talking to me yesterday about, like when we were practicing yesterday, he was talking about the last time we played Marquee for the Sucker album release show. We played The Way I Feel for the first time on this stage. And we did this thing in the song where we had like, instead of playing the last chorus, we stopped and we thought the crowd was just gonna like not do anything. And you guys kept singing the fucking song.
Yeah.
And Andy turned around and looked at me like, they're singing. They're like, and he looked at Matt and he was just like, he couldn't believe that the whole crowd was singing the words to like this new song we just made. And it was like, I'll never forget that look on his face of like, it was almost like this like moment where he realized like, oh, we're doing it. Like,
yeah,
we're becoming a real band.
I felt that too when we were up there. It's like, when everybody just kept singing it. The song had been out for like a month, and it was just like, oh, like they like this one. Like it just feels so good. But it's just, I don't know. For me, my favorite part is that I think my least favorite part is like you can only go to the bathroom and rest stops. I think that would be my least favorite part.
Oh, that's my favorite part.
That's actually your favorite part. That's actually his favorite part. You guys think he's lying? That's actually his favorite part.
It actually is.
Yeah, I don't know why you guys think that. They think I like pooping in gross bathrooms. They've always
He's
said
like,
that.
is there a Fazoli's around here? And we're like, those don't even exist. You can't poop in Fazoli's anymore, dude.
Hit us with another one. Let's see where this is going.
All right, here.
Speaking of Fazoli's.
Thank you, Rachel Edwards. We'll throw that one into the fire.
Careful, dude.
All right, Mags Poncho. She didn't come. All right. How did you get your band name? Tanner, why don't you take that off?
Whoa.
Not the jacket, but the story.
Whoa. Technically, Stravers is the one that came up with it, right?
Oh, yeah.
Well, technically, I didn't even come up with it. My best friend in high school did. This is the real story. It's like, it literally is a made-up word, but I had a fake hip-hop group when I was 16 in my garage with me and my two best friends, my friend Calvin and my friend Andrew. And the name of the album was Catastro Beat with a K. So when we started the band in my garage, Andy kept yelling into the PA. He was like, yo, we're Demolition Derby. And we were all like, what? Like, dude, our band name is not Demolition Derby, bro. Like, for some reason, he would just do that when he was freestyling, and we would all laugh. And he knew it was dumb, but... And so I was like, what about Catastro Beat? And everyone's like, that's sick. And then we realized that, I don't know what, I think our friends started calling us Catastro, so we dropped the beat, dude. And we've been Catastro ever since. But you know what? We have a cool band name, dude. It's unique. Yeah. When people hear it, they're like, what the fuck is that? Can you
You're like,
say
it
that
means
again,
nothing,
please?
but it sounds cool. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
And also, all right, so we used to play shows here opening up for people, and they would give us a bunch of tickets, and we'd have to sell those tickets. So we'd go on Facebook, because it was the only social media at the time, and we'd post our real phone numbers on the public internet, and anybody could text us and call us, and they would come and buy tickets. And there's actually a handful of people that used to buy tickets from me outside of a gas station that are here right now.
I remember, dude, me and Andy worked at this place called Kids Club together, and me and Andy, when we were 18, me and Andy, and you worked there too.
I did.
Dude, there were many summers where me and you were trapped in a room with a bunch of 5- and 6-year-old kids.
So terrible.
So I'd be working at Kids Club with Andy, and our manager, Gonzo, would be calling me while I'm at work, and I'd have to run to the bathroom, and I'd have to tell my boss, hey, I have to go to the bathroom, can you watch the kids? And I'd run into the bathroom, and Gonzo would be like, did you sell enough tickets for that marquee show? And I'm like, dude, I'm trying. Like, I'm selling to as many friends as I have. Like, trust me, we're gonna do it. And he, like, when I look back on it, it's so funny, because I was so scared at that time. Like, I remember being like, dude, we gotta sell all these tickets. So we travel around, drop tickets off to all of our, anyone that wanted them across the valley or whatever. And we were he pushed us to, like, looking back on it, he truly pushed us to create our own fan base when we had nothing.
And not be afraid to, like, promote ourselves.
Yeah.
And it's crazy, because at the time, he was just the guy that was making money
there
off
he
the
is,
show.
Dude. Hey, come here, real
There
quick.
he is.
Come on,
Gonzo.
come say hi.
Gonzo out here.
Everybody
Hey,
give it
yo,
up for
give
Gonzo.
it up for Gonzo, bro.
There he is.
This is Catastro's manager, dude.
We're not
Fuck yeah.
scared of you anymore.
He started out just screaming at 17-year-old stoned kids, and look at him now. Now he's drinking Modelo side stage.
Hey, yo, real quick, on 3, Gonzo. 1, 2, 3.
Gonzo, get the fuck
There
out
we
of
go,
here.
dude.
Yo.
All right, get out of here.
All right, go
No,
back in
so
the office.
anyways, we would sell all these tickets. We play these shows, and so because of that, we couldn't book another show in the same amount of time, but we were broke, and we needed, like, anything that would pay us any amount of money we would do. So we got offered to play a show at Yucca Tap Room, and we were like, fuck yeah. Same bar 10 years later, I would get egged at. I got egged as a person, me. Somebody threw an egg out of their car, and it hit me. But we were there, and they wouldn't let us, like, we weren't allowed to play as Catastro, so we played a full set in front of, like, 5 actual alcoholics, and we went by the name of Demolition Derby. We brought it back.
Yeah, dude. That was fun.
So thank you, Max Poncho. We are completely off your subject, but thank you.
I like how this next question could take us anywhere.
Because
we don't stay on subject.
We could go anywhere. We could go to Iceland if we wanted. All right. Oh, this is a name I recognize because she just posts a lot, you know? I should probably say her name. Hannah Richardson. Not Richardson, but Richardson. Do any of you listen to your own music? If so, what is the first song you put on? Tanner listens to a lot of Catastro.
Tanner, you're a big Catastro guy.
I listen to it when it's new and we're recording it. That's when I listen to it the most.
That was going to be my answer.
And then I play it so often that I get sick of it and I don't want to hear it ever again.
Same answer for me, too.
That's the same. Yeah, we listen to it so much when we're making it and we're getting the mixes back, and then there's a moment where like it's done, and then we start working on the next thing, so we don't listen to it anymore.
Once it's released, I'm never gonna listen to it again.
Yeah.
Until we go out on stage and I decide which one of them are actually fun to play and not listen to. We have songs that have like transformed in my brain where it's like it was a really fun song to record, and I really like the song on the recording, but when we play it live, it just feels a little different. It's not exactly the same. And there's some other songs where on the recording, I like it, but it's not maybe like my favorite out of the 10 of them. But once we play it live, it's like the most fun thing for us to play. So I think on every album, it has a song for me where it starts out as one I'm maybe not listening to, but afterwards, I'm always looking forward to it.
Are you going to ask me what my favorite song to play live is right now?
Nope, next question.
It's Pocket Fulla. Thank you.
Well, you kind of just did a spoiler alert because have we played that one live?
Oh, no, like, just in the past, it's been my favorite song to play live.
All right. No, that's probably my favorite one, too. I totally rip off LCD sound system.
What's your favorite song to play?
He's got his own mic.
I have a mic. Right now?
Like right this second, if I handed you an acoustic guitar, what are you going to do? You are in front of a fire, so choose carefully. Oh, his mic's cutting out.
Perfect time.
Your mics, your in-ears, your guitars. What's next?
Check.
She don't know.
What do we add on time? It's so weird because we usually have a set list, and once we're done with the set list, we know. Oh, yeah, we're good. All right, let's go.
Wait, how much time we got?
As long as we want.
Let's keep going.
10 minutes.
I'm actually more comfortable now. We're getting into it now. It's good.
Yeah, I think I found my lotion. I feel more comfortable.
Yeah, you're
found
looking
my
good
lotion.
over there. You're looking good.
All right, Kristen Beck.
Kristen Beck.
I know Kristen Beck. Me and Kristen Beck's
Oh,
husband.
my goodness. How you doing?
Dude, straight from Colorado. Let's go. Yeah, you've been to every show. We know who you are, Kristen Beck. Me and her husband, last time I was in Pueblo, we were just, Pueblo, Colorado. Damn. I didn't know there was that many people in Pueblo, Colorado. But thank you guys for coming out. Me and her husband, last time, we just really like bonded over having missing front teeth, and it was a really good time. I have since got my tooth fixed, but I don't know how his tooth situation is. Boo. Can I get a thumbs up or a thumbs down? It's a thumbs up. She likes it. Okay. So the question is, what are each of your favorite restaurants in the Phoenix area?
Whoa.
Mine would be Glyban.
Ryan's the restaurant guy. Like
he's a real foodie over here, this guy.
My favorites are Glyban and Pala. It's the two best restaurants in Arizona, and Bacanora.
This guy, Domino's?
Chipotle?
Chipotle's
Sbarro? Sbarro. Wait, remember, all right, one time we were on tour, we were in the East Coast, and we had to stop at one of these, like, off the freeway. They have, like, mini food courts on the freeway out there. It's weird. But they went to Sbarro's, and they asked the guy if they could make them an omelet, and the guy at
Hey, they were
Sbarro's
making
made
eggs.
them
They
an
had
omelet
eggs.
with real eggs. Because I was like, that is the dumbest thing you can order at a Sbarro's pizza place.
And not as dumb as Andy ordering salmon at a Denny's at 10 p.m. And that
I
went
am
exactly
still
the way
very,
you think
very
it
mad
would
about.
go.
No, what
They, like-
happened was Andy's like, do you want to split something? I was like, yeah. I was like, I'll order what I want to order. You order what you want to order, and we'll surprise each other. And it's going to be great. And
You know
so
what-
I ordered like a cheeseburger or something with french fries, whatever I like was feeling at the time. And then it goes around and it goes to what I'm going to receive for my second half of the meal, and it was 10 p.m. Denny's salmon.
All right, I want to use this moment to segue because the 100th episode with Andy was planned to be the roast of Andy J, where me and Ryan
It really was.
had a list of the dumb shit he's done and said, and then we were going to talk about it. So this might be a great opportunity to bring up just a couple funny things. So,
Yeah.
I mean, he would enjoy this. It's not disrespectful.
No.
We got basil. That's a good one.
Basil, yeah.
Ryan was cooking in the kitchen, and he asked Ryan, "What's that spice right there? Basil." That
Andy
good?
was so bad at
was
like
basil.
just regular old-fashioned things that it was incredible. Like you wouldn't get upset. You would just be in awe. Sometimes he once asked if bananas were vegan, and I was like, "You mean it? Like you really mean it?" And I love that about you. It was great.
He asked me if bananas were vegan.
He's like, "Yeah, I guess grapes are pretty fruit," and I was like, "That makes sense. I'm never gonna forget that sentence, ever." My favorite all-time Andy story that I was gonna say that day that I totally forgot about until right this moment is the story of the bearded 13-year-old.
Dude, let's give it to
So
him.
when we were, maybe he was 16, 15 years old, everybody else that Andy knew started growing facial hair, and Andy could not stand it because Andy grew no facial hair at all. He would not grow facial hair, and he didn't know what to do. So he decides he's going to call the doctor. So he calls a doctor, and he says, "Doctor,
What does he say?
I am a child actor, and they have me in this role, but I need to have a full beard in order for me to get it." They said, "You got this role as long as you can grow a full beard." And the doctor says, "There's nothing that we have that can possibly do that. Like, you are 16 years old." And in my brain, I just want to know what role needs a fully bearded 16-year-old child to be in.
Dude, he just couldn't wait, dude. He wanted that scruff, dude.
No. That
Couldn't
was a
wait
good
for
one.
the scruff.
Oh, man. I miss him.
Damn. Well, I think this is a good time probably to end the pod.
Are we wrapping up after the
Yeah, we're at the
bearded
end of it
13-year-old?
already. I thought this was gonna feel like it lasted forever, but it didn't. I could go on for hours, which is something I've never said before.
Yo, for real, thank you guys. Thank all of you for being here for us right now.
Thanks so much,
Seriously.
guys.
We love you guys. Thank you so much.
This is
We will see you guys later on tonight. We got a pretty fun DJ set going.
and hey, give it up for the 100th episode of the Kamp Podcast, man.
Thanks for having me, guys.
What?
Thanks for having me.
Dude, thank you for being here. You should be here more often.
Hey, give it up for Tanner RICCIO on the mic, yo.
Yeah! All right, we got Mouse Powell, we got the Kaleidoscope
Mouse.
Kid,
No,
we got
no.
Sideways.
We got Mouse Pal, we got Pariah Pete, we got
Pete.
Sideways,
Let's
and
go. Oh my God, that was my bad.
Yo, are you ready to party in Arizona for Kamp Fest
Let's go.
2023? Let's go.
Thank you.
We love you all. We'll see you soon. And the DJ set, it's coming. Bangers only.